The approval panel is still active. The button remains available. The request remains visible. The status line still says pending. Nothing has been removed, and yet the item is no longer where the request expected it to be. The tray is empty. The queue has already closed. The record has moved to another column. Approval comes too late. A notification appears in the corner of the screen. Approval required. The timestamp is current. The wording is formal, but the label has already been printed. The carton is already sealed. The shelf location has already been cleared. The outbound line has already changed from waiting to dispatched. On a smaller panel beside the request window, a score has already been updated, priority band adjusted, destination group reassigned, confidence stable. The request remains open. Approval comes too late. At reception, a gate display rotates through 3 messages: visitor registered, host notified, authorization pending. The glass door remains closed for 4 seconds, then opens anyway. No warning is shown. No alarm is triggered. The screen does not change color. On a secondary strip at the bottom of the display, another line updates first: temporary, verified, low variance. When the approval field changes, the visitor badge has already been issued. The request time remains on screen. The entry time appears lower on the badge record. Approval comes too late. In a bright operations room, a dashboard lists open tasks: pending review, awaiting sign-off, ready for release. The third line disappears first. A second panel refreshes: release completed. A smaller box updates before either of them. Queue rank raised. Exception probability reduced. Assigned path confirmed. One approval field remains pale and unconfirmed in the lower corner. Approval comes too late. A scanner reads the package. A camera confirms the label position. A sorter arm redirects the box. On another screen, a supervisor field remains blank. The scan appears in the log. The transit window is marked used. Then another line appears: risk class updated, route confidence locked, handling lane changed. The package enters a lane marked complete. The approval request remains above it with the earlier timestamp still visible. Approval comes too late. In a document archive, the file status changes in stages: draft, submitted, under review, approved, archived. The archive state appears before the approval seal is rendered on the final page preview. A metadata panel updates first: retention class assigned, access weight lowered, related cases linked. The document is already stored. The folder number is already assigned. The search index is already updated. Approval comes too late. In a storage corridor, one compartment door is open. Inside, the slot is empty. A small e-ink display beside it reads, "Release approved." Below that, in smaller text, "Collection completed." The order is displayed in full: approval first, collection second. The collection time is earlier. A second line sits underneath both entries: ownership assigned, match confidence unchanged. The panel shows all 3 lines at once. Approval comes too late. There is a meeting room on the 3rd floor with a booking tablet mounted outside. Request submitted. Manager approval pending. Inside the room, the lights are already on. The screen is already awake. A call window is already open on the wall display. The room is in use. The tablet continues to wait for approval. On the calendar layer, 3 entries appear: occupancy inferred, session linked, resource assignment complete. Outside the room, the approval field remains pending. Inside the room, the wall display continues the call. Approval comes too late. Request, pending, approved, Scored, ranked, routed, assigned, stored, closed. Older timestamps remain visible. Later states remain active. The approval line appears below them. Request open, record complete, log updated, approval comes too late.